Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate, and if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Ashu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florian Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, y'all, let's get into this reading. You got a lot going on. Happy New Year to you guys. But yeah, there's a lot. So let's run through these cards. You got the 8 of Wands in reverse, clarified by the 4 of Swords. Okay, this is your first position. Second position, you got the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by 5 of Wands in the reverse. Third position, 6 of Wands in the reverse, clarified by Undines and Mermaids. Top of the deck, 8 of Swords, clarified by the Moon in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the World, clarified by Message from Air. Okay, let's get into your first position. You have the 8 of Wands in reverse, clarified by the 4 of Swords. Now, the funny thing about this is they share an energy because they share a planet, the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. But these are like opposing feelings, okay? So, you know, the 8 of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius, this fast-moving energy, hitting your target, hitting your goal. You got 4 of Swords, which is Jupiter in Libra, okay? Because, you know, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and then you have Jupiter in Libra. But this is more of an energy of protection, okay? Of asylum, of slowing down, some things with health, but I'm really feeling, for some of you, it could just be a travel thing, all right? I don't know if you are stuck somewhere. 8 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Maybe a flight got delayed. You're stuck in another country, another state. That could be one thing. There could be an issue of immigration for somebody. See this isolation feeling of the 4 of Swords. Yeah, 4 of Swords. This isolating feeling could be saying, I feel alone because a loved one or somebody I feel close to had to go back. 8 of Wands, right? They have to return. Your 8s connect here at the top of the deck, first position, 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords. There is a hidden factor. There's something hidden, or someone's detained, all right? Someone could have lied. Or when you have the sword energy, there's some form of incomplete document. And take that as it resonates, because it could either have to do with travel, it could have to do with someone's paperwork, or, you know, some other thing you're dealing with, because the 8 of Wands is impulsiveness, not finishing it. 4 of Swords is slowing down, being still. And, you know, with the swords, there could be a writing thing where, I don't know if it's a book or an important document, but you should slow down and make sure everything is finished, okay, with that energy, because you could be missing something, or you forgot to fill something out or something like that. Another thing is just goals in general. Like in the beginning of this 2023, don't pressure yourself so much, guys, about your goals or things you're carrying from 2022. Okay? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, trying to attain too much too quickly or being swayed by other people's opinion. This could be around 9th house energies, 6th house energies, and 11th house. So 9th house is the house of travel, broadcast, religion, publishing and writing. So there's a spiritual thing here too with your first position, all right? Someone could be trying to sway you or stop you from saying a certain thing. I don't know if it's a friend, or maybe you feel undecided about something. Don't give up, because another thing that the 8 of Wands is doing is like giving up. You know, giving up on a goal. Maybe because you felt attacked. You see how these birds are attacking that person's body? Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. But also remember, if you guys have like these aggressive goals, they're more long-term than you think, especially because in your second position, you have the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so they're a little bit more long-term than you think. Don't pressure yourself too much. Don't be too impulsive or be preoccupied about, that long-term effect, what the result or the outcome that you're looking for from the goals. All right, slow down a little bit. Slow down. Okay, give me a second. The other thing of a spiritual nature, I just feel this with that moon energy. This could also have been energy that was sent to you that got backfired. All right. Sometimes the Four of Swords could speak of prayer, meditation, sigils, charms, protection. So if your intuition is telling you that somebody is sending a negative energy or working against you, this is a time to pray, do your offerings, wear your protection, whatever, your beads, necklace, whatever it is, because that energy is backfiring. All right. First position. Okay. 11th house, it could be coming from somebody you know. It could be coming from a friend, or 11th house, if you are someone who is in the public eye, it could be a random person. 6th house, it could also be coming from a coworker if it's like a negative energy. Okay? All right, second position, you have the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, and this is something trying to get in the way of your goals. Okay, and I feel like it's about 3 things. Okay, so the energy is coming from the 4th and 5th house. For some, it could be your children. For others of you, it could be your relatives. And then there is this energy of comparison of the 5 of Wands. Okay, now we'll start with comparison. You got to slow down enough to gain awareness about the goals you're trying to attain and reach. And then also about yourself. Here, I'm going to tell y'all this. One of the reasons why you cannot compare yourselves to others is because of the type of goal or the protection that's around you right now. All right. Okay. See, when you got the world like this with this fairy, that's that starseed chosen energy. And for some of you, if you were to go too fast, you could burn out quickly. You could attract more negative energies towards you. Okay. And I think that there's something trying to keep certain energies at bay while you do what you do. Right. So instead of comparing yourself to others who do what you do, or feel like, how are they where they are and I'm here, you should compare yourself to where you were last year or the year before that, or compare your level of knowledge or some sort of improvements that you see you've made, right? Give yourself that sort of reward for those changes rather than looking to see how you compare to somebody else on the outside. Okay, that could be for you. This could also be a message for your children if they're going through that kind of energy. But if it doesn't have to do with your kids and it's sort of your kids bucking up against you kind of thing, Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. When it comes to your children, there's this energy of a spoiled child. There's an energy of a child having a child, okay? Some of you may have a teenager or someone or an adult child that's still at home or something like that. Because there's an energy of an adult child moving in or out, or an adult relative moving in or out. That could be getting in the way of a goal. It could also be getting in the way of a financial goal. I don't know if if the goal was, I want my bills to be lowered by X amount of dollars, but so-and-so stays up all night and leaves all the lights on, then it's like, oh, I can't reach that financial goal. Or they're doing something that's distracting you. Whether this is your child's child or whoever it is, there's a distracting energy. Someone's limiting someone's free time. Definitely. Hold on, give me a second. Also, the spoiled energy could sometimes be coming from you if you don't have children. And this is from a spiritual standpoint. There's an ancestor or spirit guide who at this time wants you to follow a little bit more of a traditional balanced way of being, whether that be 5 of Wands with your sex life, Knight of Pentacles with your health. Okay, so it's asking you to make some form of changes around that. No one's telling you to stop having sex, like you can't have sex no more, but it's to be more balanced. Also, to trust your intuition when it's really not good to do anything. There are times I'm seeing this 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and then your third position where you think you know something about somebody and you really don't. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Where are you sacrificing your energy? Because it'll make y'all are being protected in ways sometimes that you don't see. And when you give your energy into more casual experiences rather than the thing you came here to do or your passion project or whatever your passion is, it sort of upsets that ancestor. Because you get this feeling of Ilegwa when you get the Five of Wands. So either some of you all are dealing with Eshu, Ilegwa, or this is an ancestor that has been opening up a road or opening up a way for you, and you could be ignoring it because you're so worried about a long-term goal or all this comparison that you don't realize what this ancestor spirit guide is doing for you, and you want to keep bucking up against going against the traditional sort of step-by-step way of doing it, that ancestor says, fine, if that's how you want to do it, then I'll allow a negative energy to come your way or slow you down just so you learn a lesson. Okay, so some of you all need to make an offering because there is that energy of prayer with the Four of Swords, meditation, prayer. Hold on. Yeah, give me a second. Miscommunications, conflicts with neighbors. That may or may not be happening for some of you, but the miscommunication could be between you and that ancestor or you and your child, or somebody's being disrespectful. Okay. And then if it's your family, fourth house, this could be family members arguing or challenging your goal, your idea, arguing to the point to deter you or move you in another direction about something. You shouldn't allow that. Okay. If anything, there's no point in this argument for this. You know where you're going and what you're doing. These people who come against you, like, you don't have anything to prove. With Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, there's no need to prove your idea or who you are to anybody. All right. You don't have to prove it, because even if you try to argue to change somebody's mind, they're not arguing with you in order to receive your point of view anyway. It was all just to either slow you down or move you in a different direction. Okay. Hold on. And try not to argue so much with your spirit guides. Yeah. There could also be this energy where your parent or somebody feels like you're disrespecting them. You may or may not be. You may not be. But they could think that you doing your thing, you being consistent with yourself or something, is disrespectful to them because you're not taking what they say into account or something like that. Okay? Yeah. All right, y'all. But also, like, be careful, because your third position does bring up this sexual partner, but we'll get there. What I want to do is go through your houses for Saturn, because Five of Wands, right, is Saturn and Leo, and you do have some messages about that. So this disobedient child, there's a disobedient, spoiled child, or there's a parent who is withholding necessities from their children. Now, this could be very literal, where you have a parent that's withholding something that belongs to you. This could also be you having a child that is disobedient, but their disobedience stems from some sort of them being spoiled, while you were raising them. Another thing is, like I told you earlier, a child having a child, or either you having a baby and it's kind of getting in the way of your goals, and that's because you had this baby from some sort of affair or something like that, or a casual experience, or your child having a baby that you end up taking care of. There seems to be some sort of like dissatisfaction or bitterness when you get Saturn in the fifth house. Dissatisfaction, bitterness in the pursuits of pleasure, sometimes leading to sexual inhibitions and dysfunctions. This, whether that's you or the person in your energy, because it might not be you. This could be somebody else that, Saturn is suppressing or causing a restriction in my fun. I feel like I can't have fun. I can't do what I want to do. And then this causes someone to seek out experiences that they're just not supposed to be having right now, which could, Knight of Pentacles, either put their health at risk or bring a child in that they're not looking for or don't really want. So these energies, when trying to pursue fun or sex, can bring in dissatisfaction or bitterness, or cause someone to have some sort of sexual dysfunction because they feel suppressed. All right, that energy is just there. All right, give me a second. The other thing with Saturn in the 12th, okay, Saturn in the 12th house brings mischief, affliction, self-undoing, as well as alienation from the father or possible danger from an unseen older person. Okay, pay attention to your health and body signals at this time. Time alone can be satisfying. Evaluate and learn from the past. Now, that energy I also feel in your third position. Six of Wands, Undines, and Mermaids. Six of Wands could be sexual quests, all right? But that could also bring forth a Trojan horse energy. Undines and Mermaids is a communication. Give me a second. Your third position is coming from the 12th house and the third house, okay? Third house is communication. 12th house could be hidden matters, all right? Somebody's hiding something. And I could feel that at the top of the deck, right? And like I told you guys earlier, this could be hiding something concerning their sexual health. Give me a second. But hold on. Affliction, undoing. Remember, y'all, don't sacrifice your goals or whatever you're striving for pleasure. Okay, this doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody outside of you, or someone whose energy is so like they're constantly seeking pleasure, and then when they come to you, it sort of messes up your energy or throws things out of whack for you. That thing about alienation from the father, I look at it in two different ways. Alienation from the father could be like, I got pregnant and the father doesn't help me. You know, my child doesn't get to see their father. From a spiritual standpoint, the father could sometimes be, you know, God, right? It could be God for some of you, where I've looked or was seeking out something that I wasn't supposed to at this time. And it's like, well, now the protection was sort of removed, or something that was protecting me kind of like backed off and was like, you know, do whatever you want to do. And then this unseen danger from an older person, where you, for some of you, may have thought, because a person was older or more established, or, you know, this could be like accolades or something, that someone is successful or someone is sexy and they look good, that they wouldn't do me wrong or they wouldn't have this problem, but they do. They do. Especially if it comes to like an STD or something. It's like, oh, I would have never guessed you had that because you look and you act, or you know, and it's like, yeah, no, this person, you don't know everything about a person. Okay, and specifically they're pointing out an older person, and sometimes we give older people the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes they're just as immature as somebody in their 20s. Yeah, so pay attention to your body signals, all right, or someone else's, all right? You may see something like, oh, what's that? Okay, yeah. Don't let, sometimes the Saturn and the moon can bring about this depressed feeling or a lonely feeling, but, you know, it's just circumstances. It's not like your whole life, you know? It's just you're doing a particular thing and certain things are being shut down for you to not hurt yourself. That's what the Four of Swords does. It stops you from hurting yourself, okay? It will cause a situation or something that says, slow down, you're moving too fast, you want something too bad, and the only way for you to grow is to slow you down. And if you don't want to experience a bad thing with your health, follow your intuition. Give me a sec. So we already touched on this energy here, okay, in your third position. Let's go to the top of the deck. Now, you got the Eight of Swords, Moon. This is coming from the 4th house, 7th house, and 11th house. Manipulation, hiding, sometimes witchcraft. This could be coming from a mother or a relative. 7th house, this could be a partner, someone very close to you, maybe an ex. 11th house, like I said, a friend or an associate, or someone who watches you from a distance, or like on the internet. All right, definite internet vibes with 11th house. Yeah, it's a hidden manipulation. I'm definitely here feeling that sort of witchcrafty kind of feeling of the Eight of Wands trying to attack you, and you kind of not knowing where it's coming from. But like I said, prayer, connection, devotion keeps you protected, wearing your charm, doing whatever you do to protect yourself from kind of dark energies and negativity, because that energy is here. Bottom of the deck, you have the World and the message from air. This is coming from the 12th house and 10th house. The 10th house tells me you have definite success. Definite success, especially when you follow your guidance and you stick to what it is that you know to be for you. All right? Give me a second. 12th house is some form of completion, a karmic completion, successful karmic completion, right? Very successful karmic completion. Hold on, let me see. I thought I had a note for that as well. Yeah, your sixth sense is activated. Just be wary of appearances. Appearances can often be deceiving, and not everyone shares your good intentions. And this is what I was saying with the third position, this Trojan horse feeling, where someone, it seems like a gift. You know the Trojan horse story, you know, that horse was a gift, but really it ended up being an attack. You know, all of the army was hiding in the big wooden horse. So there's something or someone where the outside looks good or the intention seems well, but then there's a trick. There's something about a trick, okay? Hold on. Yeah. All right, guys, that is what I have for you as far as these energies go. You don't gotta rush. You know, I think for a lot of people, you went through some stressful times during 2022, especially when it came to our relationships with people and things on the job that we don't want to repeat the same kind of year, right? But know that you gotta take it in chunks. Take things in chunks. Don't be arguing with anybody about things that, you know you can't change about them and they're trying to change about you. You know, stick to your guns. Don't be comparing yourself this year either to quickly achieve something. And just be careful when it comes to sex. You know, that's it. You know, I forgot. Saturn is moving out of Aquarius somewhere else, y'all. So, you know, wherever Saturn moves is where you have to follow the rules, okay? So just be a little careful. Where you may have been more active in your casual encounters, you may want to slow it down, because what the energies are asking you to do is to build and put more into your goals, right? You know? All right. So that's what I got for you. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys. See you.